Have you ever had someone ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? How about trying to figure out what you even like to do? Well, guess what? We've got the answers. In Junior Achievement's Virtual Career Speaker Series, we'll be sitting down with the top professionals in your community, asking them questions about their job, their career, and what it takes to be the best. Tune in as we sit down with Frank Plummer from Scaffold Resources.
Hi, this is Jamie Hayes from Junior Achievement, and today we're going to learn about scaffolds. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Frank Plummer from Scaffold Resource. Hi, Frank.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to be here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for doing this activity with us. And these are my happy helpers, Cameron, who's 6, and Mackenzie, who's 4.
Good morning, girls. Happy Friday.
Scaffolds, can you wave?
Good morning.
All right, so first off, can you tell us what is a scaffold?
Yes, so a scaffold is a raised platform built as a support for workers and their tools and materials to work off of to get to a certain job that they have to do.
Okay, and so why are they so important?
The main reason why it's important is so they can safely work in an area with not having a problem of falling or not being safe. So safety is a key, and that's why we build scaffold for them to get access for the safety of the workers themselves.
Right, so as they're building the building, they don't fall off. We don't want that, do we?
No.
So who uses a scaffold?
So you'll have construction workers, you'll have carpenters, masons, concrete people, siding, panel people. So you'll have all those type of trades in the construction field that would use scaffolding.
So where might we see a scaffold?
You can see it on the side of a building. You can see it inside. Sometimes we'll do like inside where the stairs are in the atrium inside. You can see it on the roof. So in those areas.
Yeah, when Mommy's been to New York, you can see tons of them, like on every single street. There's a scaffold everywhere because they're always working on buildings. So what does Scaffold Resource do? Is that what you do? You provide scaffolds?
Yes, so our main emphasis is scaffolding, but we also will do hoist, which a hoist is a apparatus that carries people up and down the building like an elevator. We will do overhead protection, which protects people on the sidewalk as they walk through it while work's being done so nothing falls on them. We do rigging, we do below grade pinning. So a building wall, we don't want a building wall to fall in, so we'll brace it so it doesn't fall. So we'll do a combination of a lot of those things.
Okay, cool. Do you guys want to build a scaffold? Yeah.
All right, everyone, we're going to make a scaffold. Let's take a second, pause the video, and gather our materials. You'll need 1 bag of large marshmallows, 1 bag of mini marshmallows, and 1 box of uncooked spaghetti noodles. Remember, never do any activities or experiments without an adult. Ask an adult at home to help you before building your scaffold. Do you have your materials? Do you have your adult? Are you ready to build a scaffold? All right, Mr. Frank, let's go.
Frank, we have some spaghetti here and some marshmallows, so tell us what to do.
Okay, let's get started. Let me turn my computer around. Can you see okay?
Oh, yeah, perfect.
All right, so let's grab a couple of marshmallows, get a couple of the big marshmallows. Okay, so this will be our base that we're going to work off of. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to get a couple pieces of the spaghetti, and I usually measure them out about the same size. You can go down about half if you want to, and then break it off. Okay, and then take. It doesn't matter how if you set the marshmallows up on its end or on its side, but I'll set them up on the end like this, and then you take a piece of the spaghetti. And you start out with your base and you stick it between 2 of them, like so, and continue around to the other side so that you make a nice little box. of your base
Good job,
and of the scaffolding. So this is what we call our scaffolding base.
Okay.
And then once you have that finished, then like that, you see that right there? So you have your base.
Yeah, Cameron, are you doing it? Good job.
Have your base done, and then once you have your base done, then we're ready to build it up. Now we're ready to, and this will be a little bit more tricky. So again, we get a couple pieces of our spaghetti and break them in half, so to speak, or use the whole one, whichever you want to do. And then we put one up, going vertically up, and then one on top of this one, like this. Okay. All right. All right, and then while you're holding that one, so we can support this, take a piece of spaghetti and then go down towards the opposite side. So we hold the spaghetti in marshmallows in
Like
place.
to make an X?
Yeah, like a triangle, like an X. That's correct.
Like this one? Huh?
Yep. And then again, while you're holding that one, put a piece of spaghetti in the opposite end, up at the top, like this. Okay. And then we'll put another marshmallow on this top, as such. So you're going to have to do some combination of holding with your hands.
All right, I'll hold you. You go ahead and do it. Yeah.
And then we'll take a piece and we'll put between these two at top, which is our upper level. Mr. Frank Scaffold falling, but there we go. Put up here at our upper level. And then that side should stay like so. There you go. That's it. Yep.
Okay, now we have to do a diagonal one so it supports it. See how it's
Right. So we support it. That's correct.
Sorry, I knocked over the other one. There you go. Now hold that.
Right. And then while you have that, then you can go ahead and start on the other side and put them down in the other side to get your legs on the other side, the same as you just did that we just completed, as such.
There.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And then always make sure on the opposite side, make sure you have your support in there to support the pieces, like so.
Do you want to cross here first?
Yeah. And then also, once you have that support, then also put one diagonally like this on the opposite side.
Wow, cool.
So it supports the scaffold that way as well.
Right. What do you think? Cool.
Yeah.
Huh? Awesome. And then you're saying that you can do you were showing us the lasagna?
Yeah, now, so yours, it won't work. So your lasagna won't work unless you have a real long piece of lasagna. But what you can do is the same situation. If you can take the long spaghetti and lay across it like this, and that would be the platform on the top.
And you can walk across.
Yeah, so you can just lay across, and you just have to put all the spaghetti on here, and you could basically, once the platform was extended, you could just work off the top of what's right here.
Awesome. Well, this was super fun. And this is an easy activity that any parent can do with their kids to show them all kinds of different forms of construction and scaffolding.
Yes, that's right. And then you can make it bigger or smaller. You can use the lasagna if you want to make areas. I've seen people do it as well, where they take and use the small marshmallows, and they'll use the spaghetti, and they'll make like a ladder and then put a ladder to it as well, like a ladder. So there's a lot of different variables that you could do, but at least you get the idea of how it's built, and you can build on top of it. And obviously the bigger you get, the more pieces of spaghetti you need to use so that you support it.
Right, exactly. Well, I think my helpers deserve a couple marshmallows today, huh? Thank you, guys.
They were great. They were great. They were great.
Well, thank you so much, Frank, for helping us with this activity today. And thank you all for tuning in to Junior Achievement. We'll have a list of supplies and directions for you. So thank you. Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.